Okay, I wanted to talk about the Predator's Badlands.
Ohio's pushing a new custody law that lets judges overrule parents.
A sitting congresswoman has figured out that Donald Trump has dementia and is getting monthly infusions for it.
Did you know that Google AI is now wiping hard drives?
It's a guy on his app claiming that he got superpowers from spraying dog medicine on his hands.
Welcome to the show. This is QUANTUMCAKE. Thanks for tuning in. We got another banger. I found the most creepiest, most disturbing TikToks on the dark corners of the web. So make sure to smash the subscribe button, comment, like, and share. And let's enjoy the show. Roll the clip.
Take a little simple look at who opposed the shutting of the borders. Every single one of them are paid for by AIPAC. It's a Israel lobby, and you go, oh, Israel's the one telling us to keep our borders open. It's very obvious. You can look at it and go, so Israel wants the borders open in our country. They want the borders open in France. They want the borders open in England, and they're paying every one of the politicians to keep their borders open while they bomb the crap out of those people in Gaza and push them out so that way they can run into other countries. So they are creating the chaos.
Folks, next week, the sun is going to disappear.
Last minute United States. A global alert has been issued after authorities confirm that the sun may completely vanish from Earth's sky at some point starting on December 9th, plunging the planet into unprecedented darkness. In an emergency statement, the President of the United States announced that scientists have detected severe anomalies in solar behavior patterns that do not match any known model. The cause of this potential blackout remains unknown, leaving researchers deeply unsettled. Despite calls for calm, the announcement has already sparked fear, rumors, and a major breakdown in public trust. Internal sources claim that signs of these solar irregularities had been quietly monitored for months, but have now become impossible to conceal. Social media is filled with reports of unusual light fluctuations and sudden drops in solar intensity. Experts warn that if total darkness truly occurs, the consequences could be devastating. Energy systems, agriculture, climate stability, and basic routines may all collapse. Now, the world faces a disturbing question. Are we witnessing an inexplicable cosmic phenomenon or the beginning of a crisis no one is prepared to face?
So once the news broke out about Netflix potentially buying out Warner Bros. Company, they tried to reword it and say that no, they're merging, right? But this just goes to show you that tariffs did the direct opposite of what Democrats said it would do, which was give tax cuts to billionaires and billion-dollar companies. So they lied to y'all face and told y'all that tariffs were gonna destroy the middle and low class when it's doing the exact opposite. These mega million-dollar companies, right, have to pay taxes now. They have to pay tariffs now. And that's why Costco doing all this lawsuits against Trump about tariffs. You got Mark Cuban, he's upset about tariffs. He don't want tariffs. It's literally doing the exact opposite of what they told y'all. And y'all been talking about y'all want to tax the rich, y'all want the poor to pay. But all these people in these comments and on these propaganda pages on Twitter are talking about this is destroying the working class. And how? If you work for Warner Bros., you are not the working class. Let me know what y'all...
Hey y'all, this right here might be the biggest meme coin moment of the decade, because Mr. Beast is finally stepping into crypto and people aren't really realizing how massive this thing really is, y'all. So let me put y'all on game. Just a few days ago, Watcher Guru, which is one of the biggest news reporting pages on the planet, broke the story that Mr. Beast is getting ready to launch his own financial services platform. And Yahoo Finance doubled down. They came with the alley-oop and they confirmed that Mr. Beast will be offering crypto in decentralized exchanges. And if that's not enough proof, here's a trademark filing showing that Mr. Beast will be providing crypto exchanges underneath his brand. And then what does the universe do? The universe gives you exactly what you want, and then it drops a coin, and this thing is already starting to pump like crazy. I mean, this thing is already making waves, y'all, and it just started pumping. Imagine what this thing is going to go to. Just imagine, y'all. Just imagine that Mr. Beast, the man with 453 million followers, tells his fans to go download his app or use his crypto Beast system or pay with Beast coin. Just imagine how big this thing is going to blow. You are dealing with the most generous man in history. Do you know what this means? This means people are literally going to become millionaires. The generous man in history. People already calling this Doge 2.0 on steroids, y'all. This could be the biggest meme coin in history. But like I said, y'all, this is not financial advice, but this thing is already moving in waves. Imagine when Mr. Beast makes that announcement. I suggest you get a Phantom wallet, search up Mr. Beast. It should be the first one that comes up. Double check the contract address. It's going to be pinned in the comments, and do your own research. Join my Telegram link in the bio on my Instagram account where I give real life time plays and calls. The digital wave waits for no man. Let's catch it, y'all. Peace in.
So it checks out. Mr. Beast has his own cryptocurrency. The question is, how long is that going to last on the market? Let's see how it goes. What do you guys think about that? Spam it up in the comments.
So Diddy killed Tupac and Biggie Smalls? Am I hearing this right? Prosecutors confirmed that Diddy's name was used 77 times in documentation alleging that Diddy was the one that put the hit out on Tupac. Keefe D, the man who is convicted of and has admitted to killing Tupac, confirms that Diddy offered him $1 million for the hit. So back in the 90s, Diddy was doing a West Coast tour and hired Keefe D to be his bodyguard. Keefe D says it's at that time that Diddy offered him $1 million to kill Tupac. And if you're thinking Keefe D just brought this up now because Diddy's already in a heap of shit, you're wrong. Court records indicate this was brought to the prosecutor's attention back in 2009. Now, Eminem has stepped it up a notch, saying that not only did Diddy kill Tupac, he killed Biggie Smalls too. Listen to his new song lyrics.
He didn't just spell the word rapper and leave out a beat, did he? Yep, RP, rest in peace. Biggie and Pac, both of y'all should be living. Yep, but I ain't trying to beef with him, cause he might put a hit on me like Keefe D. Get him. That's the only way you're gonna be. Killing me ain't gonna be.
I don't know, what do you guys think?
It's a guy on this app claiming that he got superpowers from spraying dog medicine on his hands. He has a video where he's making aluminum foil levitate with his hands. You ain't hear what I just said, right? This man has been spraying dog medicine on his hand for 767 days. The reason he said he was spraying this medicine on his hands was to make his hands stronger. But he acquired superpowers in the process of doing it. Oh, you don't believe me, right? Look at this shit. Look at this shit right here. This is where he said he getting them superpowers from. And that sounds nasty too. Explain this.
Spraying dog medicine on my hands to make them tougher. I could now levitate aluminum foil.
A lot of y'all gonna say it's AI. Explain that. This dude has been spraying dog medicine on his hand for the past 2 years. And as you can see right there, the side effect makes him stronger. The side effects make things move. I had to jump down the rabbit hole. I look at other videos. This man is lighting matches with a fork. This man is showing electrical currents come off his fingers. And I know a lot of y'all not gonna believe. Okay, cool. Jump down the rabbit hole. You go see for yourself and let me know. I'm out.
Here I go again. You know, a lot of you motherfuckers still talking about God this, God that. Damn. Amnesia is a motherfucker. You really forgot, right? You really forgot?
We are all gods and goddesses. Remember that.
Today we're celebrating the burning of the devil. Here in Guatemala, we have the tradition that every 7th of December we burn it. You can see it here, ready to burn. It's to represent the triumph of good over evil and all bad things, and to let go of bad things. All this represents the burning of evil.
On July 24, 2025, Trump signed an executive order called Ending Crime and Disorder on America's Streets. But don't let the title fool you. You guys, this is much deeper than you think. It's about removing people by force if they're poor, mentally ill, disabled, or simply look like a problem. Yeah, the order targets anyone showing what it calls, in quotes, visible signs of vagrancy or disorder, end quote. Now, what does that mean? It means if you sleep outside, if you carry your belongings, if you talk to yourself, if you wear old clothes, if you ask for help, if you look poor, that's all it takes now. But this is the part that we really should be talking about, okay? You don't even have to be homeless. This order opens the door to force institutionalization of people with mental illness, neurodivergency, or substance use disorders, including people with ADHD, bipolar disorder, PTSD, or depression. Yeah, if someone thinks your behavior looks disordered in public, they can label you unstable and have you taken. But where do they take you exactly? It's not to housing or therapy. No. It's to state-run institutions.
Move down! Move down! You don't say shit now, huh? Yeah, move the fuck down! Move the fuck down!
I'm on the sidewalk.
That's not how it works. Go over there.
Today I was patrolling when we got a call that ICE was at an apartment complex waiting for a guy in an apartment balcony.
I don't give a shit. I live here. Then sit your fucking property. Get out of here now. Go. Go. Come back. Then go to your fucking house. Stop fucking touching me! Bitch! Get the fuck up!
Where's my brother? Sorry, I have tear gas in my lungs. There were more people that showed up, and then kind of slowly more ICE agents showed up. There was definitely tear gas, there was pepper spray, kind of everywhere.
Are you okay, man? Oh my goodness, my man!
Get the fuck back! All that shit back!
Agents were pepper spraying the crowd through tear gas, including at our children who are super young.
You pepper sprayed my 3-year-old daughter! You did it yourself! I did nothing, sir!
We're back.
Keep going.
You told us the sidewalk earlier.
I'm telling you, keep fucking going.
Happened
Go.
To the sidewalk earlier,
Keep going.
Sir?
Keep going.
You pepper sprayed my 3-year-old daughter!
Come back. Watch out. It's a neighborhood. There's a bunch of kids that live here, and now there's tear gas and pepper spray in the snow.
Damn, dude.
So the people of Baltimore are experiencing an influx of serval cats. These are cats that are from Africa. And they like, wait, what? No, they big as dogs, bro. Like, what? For real, no, seriously. They running around Baltimore, cats big as dogs, chasing the dogs around, bro. Serious, I don't know where they came from. They just escaped, and now they procreating, and now they on the streets of Baltimore. So that was the post. Somebody in Baltimore said, ain't nobody on TikTok making no noise about it. So I figured I would get on TikTok and tell you, and I don't think Reggie knew I was making a TikTok, but thanks for being a part of that, and we appreciate you and your contribution to our entertainment. But it was at this point I got a phone call and the sound went off. But you know what? I said they were eating the cats, they were eating the dogs, they were eating the pets of Baltimore. So y'all watch out for the serval cats, y'all. And that's the post. I'm gone.
Okay, TikTok, this is for entertainment purposes only. This is a work of fiction. Okay, I wanted to talk about the Predator's Badlands and my view and perception of what actually is going on in the movie. Okay, so when you guys check it out, you'll see that there's a bunch of synthetics, okay, beings that were created to serve the purpose of the Galactic Federation. And they're trying to tell you in these movies what's actually going on. And so when you look at the predators, these are actually like Klingons, right? These are half Elohim, half Draconians. That's why they got locks in their hair. And the synthetics were the ones that were sent by the Galactic Federation to infiltrate and capture and do all these things, so that way they can actually have access to all creatures and races throughout the flat realms, right? Because it's Terra Infinita, there's different realms and different sections in like Niflheim and Asgard and these different places where they're capturing creatures and using them for scientific purposes to basically further progress the Galactic Federation. And the whole time when you're watching the movie, the Predator kept saying, "You're a device, you're a tool. You're being used by the higher ups to basically just infiltrate and take things from the other races and the other alien species." And so one major point in the movie is that they're actually programmed with emotions. And so that is kind of why they're able to blend in, because they think that they have emotions, but really they were programmed with a specific set of emotions, but not all the emotions. And that's why emotional intelligence is not taught in school, because if you guys had emotional intelligence, you'd be able to easily spot an NPC, because they operate different than we do as a regular human. These synthetics today in modern times are being used to infiltrate our society and to monitor all the indigenous and the real human beings of the planet. The Galactic Federation with the Elohim are in a genetic war that never ended. And so, like I said, when that dome cracks open, or when they return back from the surface to enter Earth, it's going to be a continued war that's been going on since the beginning of the invasion. We all know what happened here, but nobody wants to acknowledge their place in the war. We have to open our eyes and see the truth.
And so the galactic war continues. Deep. What do y'all think about that? Drop it in the comments.
I'm here in low Earth orbit, year 2180, witnessing humanity abandoning Earth. It's surreal. Those blue trails behind me.
One of those ships carries tens of thousands of people, leaving for the colonies.
Group 72,
This is our last look at home. Look at her.
Why is nobody talking about what the sphere looked like on the outside? On the inside, quite demonic. It's like you're trapped in hell. Every single one of these chains is built by a singular demon, which means everybody in this crowd is surrounded by millions of demons. I wonder how many legions are here. They are putting the truth right in front of your eyes and people aren't even paying attention. This is what people were walking into. This looks like the firmament shattering. Where's Hillary Clinton when you need her? I could only imagine what we'd be letting in if she was speaking literally. Anyways, what happens next I find quite interesting. The firmament breaks, it shatters, the doors of hell open, and what enters in? The fallen angels. We see a lot of the symbolism happening with hip-hop, R&B, rap, metal, rock, but not much country, but maybe that's what we get for integrating them into country, if you get what I'm saying. This concert at the Sphere had tons of demonic symbolism in it, and in fact, there were times where I literally felt like I was in an episode of Stranger Things. This part specifically being the main one. If you can find this video of the Sphere online, you guys go watch it and come back to my comment section and you tell me what you think that it's symbolizing. Stay tuned for part 2.
What do you think is the main objective of them having concerts like that? I mean, seriously, what is it that they know that we don't? What do y'all think?
You're not beginning on the path, it's already over. You already are it, you're just busy thinking you aren't. So just relax and stop being busy thinking you aren't, and you will be. It's not like you got to do anything. You don't have to get anything. You already got it. How silly.
Hypnosis is MK Ultra. Okay, hypnosis is MK Ultra. It is one and the same. That's what they were practicing. Jolly West was a hypnotist. We know that Charles Manson came out of there. Charles Manson was a hypnotist. Charles Manson could hypnotize anybody to do whatever, think whatever. MK Ultra was literally designed to brainwash people to do things. Magic starts out little card tricks and little party tricks and children stuff, but at a certain level, the real magicians know that they're working with demons. They are demon masters. And that's how they do some of this mentalist crap that they do. And they're all tied to Judaism. They're all tied to all kinds of occultic stuff. And you realize, oh, okay, sure, there's some magicians that do tricks and things, but the ones that are doing the mind control stuff, bro, that's real magic. That ain't a joke. That's real magic. You're working with demons, talking to demons, communicating with demons, and you're having this ability to manipulate people via demons. Okay, that's what MK Ultra is. That is what MK Ultra practice. That is what mind control is. They are just being hypnotized and manipulated to do things or act certain ways, or being told that there's a certain.
What's up, bro? You trying to step to the mic? Then give it your best. Okay. Thanks for stepping to the mic. My name is Michael Manelli, and I'm looking for a feature, so I need your best right now.
Got you.
I'm gonna start it, then you go, okay?
All right.
Here we go. Does he make you laugh like I did? Does he make you cry like I did? I'll let that man, I swear to God, if he breaks your heart like I did. Does your mom think he's the one? Does your father call him son? I dropped the ball this lifetime, but I won't in another one. If I could have one more shot to show you all the things I'm not. I know you think I'm crazy, but this heartbreak changed me. I'll be the first to admit I know I left you broken. Hope I see you next lifetime. Even if you're not mine, I still got love for you, the kind that not even time and pain can move. Oh, I don't know what to do, and I know it will hurt, but I hope that it gives you the love you deserve. Wow, man, the power, the range.
I want to play for you the moment a pissed off Donald Trump was caught on a hot mic directly after his cabinet meeting today because his entire fascistic attempt to prosecute his political opponents is crumbling from the top down and from the bottom up. Both the Letitia James court case and the James Comey court case were thrown out. The same day, Alina Habba and Lindsay Halligan were both found to have been unlawfully appointed to their positions, and just today, Alina Habba was forced to resign. Just to break this all down, and the stakes of this, MAGA lawyer Alina Habba has been forced to resign as New Jersey's top prosecutor after an appeals court found she was serving in her position unlawfully. In another blow for Donald Trump's DOJ, the president's former personal attorney announced on Monday she had stepped down from her role as acting U.S. attorney for the district, suggesting she was a victim of the, quote, politicized left. This caused an immediate meltdown from Donald Trump, just yelling about this.
Okay, what else?
Yeah, Alina Habba says she's stepping down as U.S. attorney for the District of New Jersey after the courts disqualified her. Do you have any comment on that?
Well, she's not disqualified. You've got a blue slip thing that's horrible. It's a horrible thing.
First of all, his skin tone makes him look sickly. I know he's obsessed with having this gold tone, not only on the walls behind him, but in his hair and on his skin, but it makes him look sickly at this point. It's not looking good.
Thing that's horrible. It's a horrible thing. It makes it impossible to appoint a judge or a U.S. attorney, and it's a shame. And the Republicans should be ashamed of themselves that they allowed this to go on, because I can't appoint a U.S. attorney that's not a Democrat. Because they put a block on it. So if you appoint in Virginia or in New Jersey or in California a U.S. attorney or a judge, I mean, a judge situation is ridiculous. The only people that you can get by are Democrats because they will put a hold on it. If I put up George Washington and Abraham Lincoln to be U.S. attorney in New Jersey or to be U.S. attorney in Virginia, we have Democrat senators, they will not approve them. And this is a gentleman's agreement that's lasted for too long, and it doesn't make it, especially in light of what's going on today.
Okay, first of all, it's not a gentleman's agreement. It's a legitimate process that all presidents have to go through. Secondly, Golden Donald Trump is just raging because there is a check on his ability to prosecute his opponents. When he tries to put somebody like Alina Habba in any position, Democrats are the only ones with enough spine in the Senate to actually say, wait a minute, you can't just put your former personal attorney into a high position of power. You can't just put Lindsay Halligan in the Eastern District of Virginia into a position of power when she had never stepped foot in a courtroom before. She had broken all of the rules, and then she was thrown out. Her ass was thrown out because she was illegally appointed, unlawfully appointed. So Donald Trump is mad that both Cory Booker and Andy Kim of New Jersey said, hey, wait a minute, Donald Trump's personal attorney does not deserve to be in this position. And essentially, the blue, if you're confused about the blue slip, let me just explain the timeline. Trump appointed Habba as the acting U.S. Attorney for New Jersey in March of 2025, but you get a 120-day period while she's in power, while they go through the process in the Senate. He had nominated her for the permanent post, but her nomination failed to get the support needed in the Senate. So after the 120-day interim term expired, her appointment was done for. It was done for. Now, the administration then tried to reinstall Haba via...
It's good, TikTok. Y'all ain't think about it. You just think it's normal for it to be almost 80 degrees one day and then below freezing the next with snow on the ground. Coming into 3 days after that, back up to 75. Y'all think that's normal? Y'all know what the issue is? Y'all ain't paying no attention to these. Now let me explain. Every time you see that, you're going to give it 2 to 3 days and the temperature's going to drop. Not only will the temperature drop, a lot of times it's going to rain, some sort of precipitation. Now, a lot of you had got some sort of snow, but realizing that that snow looked a lot like Dippin' Dots. Is that normal? Did you see this? Or this? Or maybe this? Are they changing the weather? Now, what exactly are they spraying? Sulfur dioxide, which causes respiratory illnesses? Like
pretty much everything across the board. Lots of reports of a lot of people all across America getting sick left and right because of this. What do y'all think? Spam it up in the comments.
Enraged, Yaldabaoth expels them from the garden and enslaves humanity through centuries of ignorance and false worship. Yet, he could never destroy the divine spark that lay within them. Instead, it lies dormant until a saviour will come to reveal the true knowledge and awaken in them a way back to the Pleroma. There are many versions of this Gnostic creation myth, but the Apocryphon of John sets out some of the core beliefs found across the Gnostic texts we'll explore in this video. The story responds to the problem of evil. If God is good, then why does evil exist in creation? The Gnostics had a radical solution. Who said God was good? The result is their creation myth, how the perfect cosmos of the Great Spirit was corrupted by Yaldabaoth, and how humanity is trapped under his tyranny. You may have noticed his actions mirror God in the book of Genesis, but here he is portrayed as ignorant and corrupt, a usurper god who enslaves humanity. The Gnostic creation myth has another detail worth mentioning, and that's to do with the status of human beings. Though we are trapped in the material world of Yaldabaoth, each person carries a piece of divine light. The task is to awaken this spark, to remember who we really are, and to reunite with the true God in the Pleroma. And the way to do that is through knowledge of our true origin. So, how can humanity be freed from this corrupt material world? Who is the one to reveal this secret knowledge? For that, let's explore our next series of texts, which deal with the figure of Jesus in Gnosticism.
Don't trust the Bible, because it was written by man. Who else gonna write it?
God could write it, because it's his book. Think about it. We're supposed to believe this all-powerful God that made the entire universe, dark matter, black holes, supernovas, solar systems, angels, humans, and demons, couldn't write his own book. And this same guy sent himself down as Jesus Christ to Earth for over 30 years. And he didn't write a book. J.K. Rowling wrote all 7 Harry Potter books under 17 years. He then walked on water and raised the dead, but couldn't write a book. He was on planet Earth for over 30 years. Think about how long that is. That's a really long time. That very same book that he failed to write himself went on to claim that he made the universe in 6 days. Yet he couldn't write a book in 30 years. What was Jesus doing on the planet for 30 years? Apparently, nothing.
Your wife should never be your first priority, because she doesn't want to be your everything. She wants to know you have a mission bigger than her. Yes, she'll test you, call you when you're deep in work, interrupt your focus, and if you drop everything for her, She will smile on the outside, but inside, something dies. She doesn't want to be your king. She wants to follow one. Je gier heb even gezegd, hè? Eerst goed, je geeft een periode. First you build, first you grind. Then she blossoms. A real man doesn't orbit his wife. He orbits Hashem. He serves purpose, not a problem. And when you tell her, lovingly, not now, and building something important, you don't push her away, you pull her in. Try to win her, you will lose your purpose on her. Win your purpose, you will win both.
No words. This is all just for entertainment purposes. What do y'all think?
Why is obedience disguised as morality?
If they admitted it's about control, you'd resist. So they frame compliance as good character. You're not being moral, you're being managed.
This is why Christianity is weird.
One of the girls I'm dating, she's atheist.
Jesus.
She believes in aliens. That's an easy conversion. I'm working on that one. I'm gonna convert her. I'll report back. She'll be going to church in no time. Maybe that's my calling, to get a heathen and bring him to the good side. Yeah. And then
Christianity is negotiable.
Yeah, because I feel like I can work and bring them on over to the good side. I would hope they're a Christian, but if they're not, maybe I can convert them.
What if they were atheists?
Yeah, that's easier, right? They got to believe in something eventually.
How is this not a weird type of thinking? This feels predatory to me. People are literally getting into relationships with people who don't believe in the same things that they do. And your whole goal is to try to convert this person because you believe that your way of living is better. And what's crazy to me is people don't even see what's wrong with this. Imagine if it was the other way around. Let's say you're somebody who's religious, whether you're Muslim, Catholic, Christian, whatever. And you recently got into a relationship with somebody who doesn't believe in the same things as you. Either they're a part of a different religion, or maybe they're just agnostic or atheist. And in the back of their mind, they're literally concocting a plan on how to get you outside of your religion. Because to that person, maybe whatever you believe in is lesser than. So they're constantly trying to get you to do things that go against your beliefs, against your morals. Why would you want to be in a relationship with somebody who doesn't even like you for who you are? Whatever happened to being equally yoked? This isn't even only about Christianity either. It definitely goes past that. Just seen a video of this white conservative dude who constantly tries to have a relationship with liberal women, and in doing so hides his political beliefs. How is that not predatory? Imagine being with somebody who literally cancels out your vote. To say that your side is the good side is preposterous, because everyone thinks that their side is the good side. Why not just find somebody who's already on your side? This isn't me trying to attack King Bosch for what he said. I just disagree with what he said. You guys should definitely go watch the full unedited video on B. Simone's podcast. It's actually a pretty good watch. This episode is featuring King Bosch. You'll be able to find it on B. Simone's YouTube channel. But yeah, I just don't understand the thinking. You could literally find people who you're attracted to who are compatible with you in religion and outside of the religion. So why not just look for those people?
So you think Earth's coming to an end?
But that is a certainty. It's just a question of when.
Oh my goodness. How so?
The sun is gradually expanding, and the sun, so if nothing else happens, the sun will expand and boil the oceans and kill all life on Earth. That is a certainty.
That's a certainty.
That's a certainty.
How far are we out from Wait, because the sun's expanding? Like it's growing?
Yeah, it's expanding. It's very slowly. Now, admittedly, don't hold your breath on this one. But things could get a bit dicey in 500 million years.
So you think...
Oh my gosh, guys. Love is God, God is a woman. And yo, they separated church and state. That means church and state was together. The devil's a fucking man. That means the devil fucking infiltrated our legal system, our government. That's why they were oppressing women. That's why it was legal. It was a fucking state-sanctioned thing. These sick motherfuckers. Bro, this voids all the authority that the fucking government says it has. And the fucking yo, fuck that bullshit, bro. Fuck the patriarchy, bro. Seriously, this just voids all of their fucking bullshit ass wannabe fucking, like, seemingly fucking authority, bro. Like, they literally, no wonder slavery was allowed. No wonder there was state fucking sanctioned. These pieces of fucking shit, bro. Oh my gosh. I can't fucking believe. Yo, love is God, God is a woman. Yo, fuck the patriarchy. Pieces of fucking shit, bro. I love you. I'll talk soon.
I really do feel like religion's making a comeback, right? Like, I'm seeing all this time, people are talking about Jesus way more than they were, I say, like 5 years ago. I think Jesus he's having a second coming. You know, he is. Like, a lot of people bringing him up way more than before.
There's a mystery illness going on right now, and people are experiencing similar symptoms, but whenever they go get tested, they're not testing positive for the normal things like the flu or the adenovirus. That's why a lot of people are calling it the mystery virus / the throat virus. What I find super interesting about it is that a lot of us are expressing similar phases in the sickness. So initially it was just a common cold. It felt like a common cold, but with just added muscle and joint pain. And then afterwards, after a couple of days, we start to get better. We feel better. We feel like we're getting out of the sickness. And then the day after, it feels like we just got sick all over again. That's what happened to me. I thought that my husband had just reinfected me with something maybe as I was getting better from my cold. But come to find out, a bunch of people are experiencing the same weird symptoms. And one of them is on phase 3 of the sickness. Whenever I swallow, it feels like I'm swallowing sand, or maybe like people are also saying razor blades. I think that's a little bit too dramatic for me. It feels like I'm swallowing sand. For me, that also came with laryngitis, so I also lost my voice. But if you're experiencing these symptoms, just know you're not alone. There's a lot of us out there.
Rumors are going around. There's a radiation fog popping up in several states. What do y'all think about that?
The government has an absolutely real obsession with the spirit world. Okay, I want to show you guys these videos of how they use MK Ultra to try to tap into people's minds, but then they also tapped into remote viewing or mediums, and the way that they use these mediums proves that they not only believe in the spiritual world, but they oftentimes try to use these spiritual powers in order to do their own will and desires. Okay, I want to show you this video. It gets crazy. And at one point, they've even tried to take an Old Testament object by using remote viewing. Okay, this is crazy. Let's hop into this video, watch it, and react to it. Before we do me a quick favor. Hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm so that this video can reach more people like yourself. I truly appreciate you guys. Let's hop in.
Of MK Ultra. They were trying to figure out, can we really brainwash people? Can we create Manchurian candidates? Can we split people's personalities? It involved a lot of former Nazi scientists and involved a lot of LSD and dosing people with massive, massive doses of LSD. And it was called Super Spy. These women would lure these men back to the hotel and drug them with LSD. We had like Project Stargate, like the Men Who Stare at Goats movie, and remote viewing and all this other stuff was.
Now, you heard him say remote viewing. Now, when I heard that, I thought that was particularly important. The reason why is because I'm going to show you guys a video of a woman that was on Sean Ryan's podcast that also said that she did remote viewing for the CIA, in which he asked her that if she've ever looked into the cross and Jesus Christ and the resurrection, in which it absolutely spooked her. I did a video on this a while ago, but if you haven't seen that video, I'm going to show it to you. But first, let's finish this one.
Going on. Then they started MK Ultra, which involved a lot of former Nazi scientists and involved a lot of LSD and dosing people with massive, massive doses of LSD and ruining a lot of people's lives in the process. But it was an attempt initially to find some kind of a truth serum. And actually the Navy participated in the biggest one, which was called Project Chatter, which is a sub-project of MK Ultra. And with this guy, he's a professor at, it's in Hamilton, New York. I can't remember the name of the Colgate University. His name's Dr. George Estabrooks. And he and J. Edgar Hoover are collaborating on a plan to use hypnosis to capture and hypnotize a German submarine captain and give him alter identities. And send him back to his fleet in Germany and have him torpedo the entire German fleet inside the harbor.
Aliens are actually demons, and we need to talk about it. If you don't know me, hi, I'm an ex-witch who is now a Christian, and I used to have a lot of different experiences with aliens and starseeds and all of this. And a lot of the times when people are into aliens, they kind of go down one of two paths. One of them is pursuing UFOs on a physical sense and looking for things in the sky and, trying to seek out those physical encounters with aliens. Now, on the other side, in more of the New Age and witchcrafty kind of space, people are pursuing interactions with aliens in a multi-dimensional way. So they are astral projecting, they are going into meditation, and they are having non-physical encounters with energy beings that are calling themselves aliens. They're calling themselves, members of the Galactic Federation. They're telling you that you're a starseed, that you're actually an alien too, that they're your starseed family, and all of this. And if you know what I'm talking about, then you know. I'm not even gonna try. I probably sound crazy if you haven't experienced this stuff, but if you know, you know. And so with all of that, I was pursuing both. So from a very young age, I believed in aliens. I was super into that. And as I got older, I realized that some of the memories that I had as a child, one memory in particular that I always thought was a dream, I ended up talking about it with my dad, and it turned out that he actually had basically the same experience that night. And we realized that it was actually a physical alien encounter. And that set me off on my journey of pursuing the whole starseed agenda, the whole starseed narrative that is so popular in the New Age. And I started astral projecting and having these different encounters with these starseed alien beings. Now, I would have very profound experiences with these beings. I would travel with them in the spiritual realm. I would receive energy upgrades and information downloads from them. I would channel information from them. I even got into connecting people with their own starseed family and doing a whole thing with it. And God have mercy. But basically, I was having these experiences that seemed very profound. And I was actually getting like real information that seemed to be important and relevant and useful for me. And so it's understandable why people get very allured into this. And along with that, I was also actually I would listen.
Why can you lay in bed and talk about something personal on TikTok and it can go absolutely viral, but then you post on Instagram and you lose 1,000 followers? These platforms are pushing negativity on Meta, pushing materialistic parasocial figures that would just have you going through your own identity loops. This is the same time I came up with like the quantum mirror idea, is that, well, if I'm already being algorithmically conditioned by people that have their own viewpoints on reality, that I might as well figure out what happens when you algorithmically condition yourself on yourself, and then you follow what happens and then test it in real life and then continue to do that. And so that showed me that there's a lot of energy and time and thoughts that are being extracted from us. To algorithmically condition yourself is, I think, going to be a new thing in the future, but they've kind of shut it down because I think they're realizing what happens when people don't want to participate anymore in this extremely profitable linguistic operating system, changing your perception, you know?
Was Jesus real? Is Christianity built on a lie? Well, J.D. Buck actually answers that himself. Buck was a 33rd degree Mason. That's the top of the pyramid, literally. And here's what he had to say. Tear every shred of history from the life of the Christ today and prove beyond all controversy that he never existed, and humanity, from its heart of hearts, would create him again tomorrow and justify the creation by every intuition of the human soul. In other words, the Christ archetype, the idea of love, transcendence, and enlightenment, is something we all have within. Buck's answer is, it doesn't matter. You're missing the point. The Christ idea is what matters, because that idea is eternal and not bound to one time, place, or person. Because the real truth is that Christ was trying to tell us that God and man aren't separate, that the divine lives in us, and that by awakening to that, we achieve real salvation, aka enlightenment.
There are a lot of things in this world that don't make any sense to me. But when you're on social media, you come across some things that just make you say, Well, there is a guy that I came across who claims that he's been spraying, I don't know for what reason, dog medicine on his hands. And he's able now to have some sort of superpowers. And he's been posting tons of crazy videos, including one of himself making aluminum foil levitate with his bare hands. In all total, he's been spraying his hands for over 760 some odd days. And I know you're asking the same questions that I was. Why? Because he claims he wants to make his hands stronger. So just like any comic book character, he now claims that he has superpowers from doing it. And before I play the following video, please do not try this at home. This is for entertainment purposes only. Spraying it and then rubbing rubbing it together like some ASMR video.
A765 spraying dog medicine on my hands to make them tougher. I can now levitate aluminum foil.
What do you think of that? Does that look real to you? So keep this in the back of your mind. He says and claims he's been doing this for over 2 years. And as you see in his video, he's claiming that the side effects from trying to make his hands stronger by spraying dog medicine on them is making things move and levitate. If you get a minute and you're interested, go and check out his page. He's got a ton of videos on there where he's doing all kinds of tricks, including using fire and even electricity. So once again, if you do go check out his page, keep it in the back of your mind. Do not try it at home. This is for entertainment purposes only. Do not go out and get dog spray and start spraying your hands. Do not do it. Take a look at the videos for yourself. Come on over, hit me up in the comments, and let me know your thoughts as to, do you believe what's happening with him from spraying those hands with dog spray, or is this just some type of optical illusion? And as always, I'd love to hear from you.
Do you have a religion?
I follow Jesus.
Can a rapist be killed according to Jesus?
He said, do not kill.
If a rapist rapes, what is the punishment for a rapist?
Prison forever.
Did Jesus Christ say the punishment of a rapist is to put them in prison?
Oh my God.
If someone rapes a woman, what is the punishment according to Jesus?
Why are you obsessed with this?
In the Bible, we have a situation when someone was raped. And the punishment according to God, here is the shocking thing. If you rape a virgin woman, the punishment is, according to God of the Bible, is that you should allow the rapist to marry her. Bible teaches the rapist should marry this woman. So all people out there, if you see a young girl, a virgin, and if you want to have a relationship with her, and you force on them, and you rape them, because in your mind you want to marry them, that's the way to do it in Christianity.
Did Jesus say that?
Jesus was the God of the Bible, right?
Did Jesus say?
If you take Jesus as the God of the Old Testament, then yes, he said so.
Looks like everyone is throwing in the towel with religion to a degree. Everyone has their perception of reality. Everyone has their perspective, their truth. What do y'all think?
There are several things that have happened in the last week that you need to know about. Don't scroll. I pray that you listen to the end. Russia just tested a Poseidon nuclear torpedo capable of destroying cities with radioactive tsunamis. Trump officials adopt a bunker mentality with housing reserved for military officers, preparing for bunkers when he's talking about all of these peace deals. Today is November 1st, officially the day of no more food stamps. No question, most people do not need to be on them, and legitimately some people do. But didn't we just give $40 billion to Argentina? They turn the printer on and they turn the printer off. Money is just an illusion. And Trump says that he wants to resume nuclear testing again. And it's been 33 years since the last time that the US has tested for nuclear weapons. And it's very interesting when you look at the details of SpaceX's recent launch. Launched on October 13th, 33 engines. Once the boosters separated, an additional 13 engines. South Korea just awarded Trump with a gold crown, the highest award of South Korea. A very big ceremony, and also Trump's second crown. The first one was awarded to him by Israel, entitled the Prince of Peace. And when you look at the details of this crown, it's actually layered like a crown of many crowns. And if you know your Bible, Revelation 19, there's only one person who has a true crown of many crowns. But he was also awarded this necklace, a necklace designed in honor of the sun god that goes back to Nimrod of Mesopotamia. And the crown symbolizes the history of Silla, which maintained a long-term era of peace on the Korean peninsula, a new era of peaceful coexistence of common growth on the Korean peninsula that the United States and South Korea will work together for. And the crown was excavated in 1973 and then gifted to Trump as the best of 6 crowns found. The history of Silla has its origins in Buddhism, which is also where the crown comes from, including, notice, the sun god. Once you start connecting the dots and learning history, and more importantly, you look at the world through the the lens of scripture, it all begins to make sense. And then Trump released another AI video of him wearing a crown in a fighter jet. The Pentagon also just ordered for 500 troops to be deployed per state. Tech companies right now in the stock market are going crazy as Amazon shares surge as AI boom fuels cloud growth. Nvidia boss says selling chips in China is Trump's call. And if you're not aware, Nvidia right now is climbing the ladder in the stock market as well as other tech companies, meaning that the AI race is here. It's not going anywhere. It's here to stay. There's no stopping it until Jesus returns and he puts a rest to all foolishness, evil, and workers of iniquity. And speaking of AI, Diella, which is an AI prime minister to Albania, just recently announced that she is pregnant. Yeah, you heard that right. Diella is pregnant and expecting 83 children, one for each member of our parliament, and who will serve as assistants to them. Oh, I get it. So an AI system is going to create more AI systems that are going to assist the government. Got it. Oh, but have no fear because Trump just recently designated Nigeria as a country of particular concern over widespread Christian persecution. He's got to be fighting for good, right? He's got to be fighting for humanity. I mean, look what he's doing for Christians. I mean, just a few days ago, he was in the Oval Office lighting a candle for the Festival of Lights. Diwali, the Festival of Lights, a 5-day celebration for Hindu Sikhs and Jains that marks the victory of good over evil. It's celebrated with the lighting of lamps, feasting, new clothes, and prayers to deities like Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth for prosperity in the new year. Oh, okay, I see. Hinduism. That makes sense. Universalism. It's frustrating and heartbreaking that so many people have forgotten that what someone does is more important than what they say. So little discernment in the body of believers and from those who claim to know Christ and from those who claim to know the truth. Follow Jesus only, according to the word of God. I beg of you, for the sake of your own soul.
Erica Kirk went on to Hannity to promote her late husband's book called Stop in the Name of God, Honoring the Sabbath. Girl looks happy, healthy, and glowing. But also in tonight's interview, there was one part that creeped me out. It's her snake eyes. Some of you guys called it, or lizard eyes. Watch this.
Okay, well, until you walk a mile in someone else's shoes...
It was really quick, so I'm going to show it again.
Okay, well, until you walk a mile in someone else's shoes...
I don't know, the facial expressions, the body language, the eyes darting around, it just felt really off. And holy shit, all the traveling, the co-hosting, the interviewing, the popping in and out of shows. She wants you to remember her name and her face. She wants that spotlight warmed and ready because something big is going to happen.
They got her. They got her. Who the heck is this? Who is this woman I see before me? I will give you guys 5 seconds to guess who this is. You're never going to guess who this is. What in the Sam hell is happening in Hollywood? You guys cannot tell me nothing is going on and you don't see it too. Something's going on. There's something about a lot of the female celebrities in Hollywood that are just going dark. And it's in the eyes. If you haven't guessed yet, it's Tyra Banks. This is Tyra Banks before, and this is Tyra Banks after. You guys can't tell me that this is a little bit creepy to you. Something about Tyra Banks has been feeling off for quite a long time, but I haven't been able to put my finger on it. But if you're able to feel energies, tell me what you feel when you're looking at these pictures of her. She has an extremely dark aura about her now. This is what I'm saying when the light in the eyes has gone. Look at how much life she has in her eyes right here compared to this. It's just crazy to me. What is happening in this industry to where these celebrities are going from this to this? Tell me you guys see it too.
What a circus, man. All the celebrities getting whacked out. What y'all think?
So a lot of people ask, what's with this shit? Why are you celebrating darkness? It's not darkness. It's the way cultured families get down at Christmas time. We wouldn't understand it because you're plebeians. You're alkalites. You are not illuminated. These things scare you because you don't understand them. I get it. I'm not sure if I can help you. We psyoped you into worrying about everything from the flat earth to the Anunnaki. And the reality is it's just to blur your vision so you can't see the truth. Some of you are so stunted and small-brained that you'll never actually get it. But ultimately, if you do want to get it, there's an amazing crypt resource that just basically tells you the truth about everything. And there's a community with 3 different levels, the top level being the penultimate secret society. You'll understand the illuminated positions of the elites. Peace, blessings, and shine on.
It ain't Halloween, we turned into a white ghost too soon, yeah. God ain't never made no mother crazy as the white.
Nigga, this shit fucking sucks! Am I in a fucking fever dream or is this song dead ass real?
Rocking camo, causing problems late at night.
This song is so ass, I'm gonna give you guys the simulation of somebody listening to this shit in their fucking headphones.
God ain't never made no mother crazy as the white.
Like, what the fuck? Nobody's listening to this shit.
Soon as it pops out, we got you running.
Why are you people in my comments section saying, show the rest of the Zac Brown Band concert? It wasn't the whole set that was satanic, it was just that song. First of all, not true. Second of all, if the entire set was a satanic ritual, then they wouldn't be able to fool the half of you that are defending it, would they? Even though this was about as in your face as you could possibly get, if you're awake. If you're sleeping, it's just cool. And where were you guys in the 80s? First of all, Zac Brown has now become the Sam Smith of country music. Don't believe me? Look at this pic. With this pic, and you literally get this. And to his fans, have any of you actually read or listened to the lyrics of Animal? Because this song is literally Nephilim themed, laced with Kabbalah mysticism, guys. And if you don't believe me, do a little bit of research and then watch this segment of his concert at the Sphere. And to be honest with you guys, I think we are dealing with the spirit of Legion here. He refers to himself as an animal, a creature of habit. He also states that there is a beast living inside of him, twice. There's only one entity that I refer to as the beast. He's been fighting for freedom and no cage can hold him and no chain's gonna bind him. He's wild to the core, one of a kind. He is literally giving you the story of Legion, while showing you in the background him with supernatural strength. Now, what was Legion known for? You guys really need to wake up. You really need to start paying attention to what you're manifesting, what you're singing along to, because his concert at the Sphere was way more subliminal than people are talking about.
If you're in America, get on your knees and pray right now. I don't care if you don't believe in God. I don't care if you don't believe in anything. Whomever you think created this matrix, get on your knees and pray right now. Here's why. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the individuals who have information are waiting on a specific detail to go underground. And when I mean underground, I mean a large cave that many of you guys won't be privy to. Here's why individuals, and I'm talking about people who have money, are waiting on this specific detail to go underground. We'll talk about Haile Gubby in Ethiopia, a volcano that has not had any activity in the last 12,000 years erupted last month. And it's still having activity right now, but that's not the interesting part. Today, in Hawaii, another volcano that has not been active since the Ice Age erupted again. And here's the part where you're not paying attention. This activity could happen throughout every single place in the world. There's volcanoes in California. There's other volcanoes in America. Some of which you guys don't understand what would happen if these things explode. It won't be the lava that gets you. It's the dark cloud that 80 to 90% of you guys. I'll leave it right there. But if you're in America, get on your knees and pray right now. I'm out.
Ohio is pushing a new custody law that lets judges overrule parents, even when both parents agree. Let me say that again. Agreement does not matter anymore. This bill eliminates shared parenting as a legal option. It replaces it with something called parenting responsibilities. Sounds harmless so far, right? Until you realize a court gets to approve or deny that plan. Two loving parents agree, doesn't matter. Judge disagrees, they can reject it and impose their own rules. That means parental authority isn't a right anymore. It's a permission. And who decides whether you get that permission? The state, not you. Today it's custody. Tomorrow, your child's school, healthcare, even homeschooling. If parents don't have the final say, who does? If you're a parent in Ohio, pay attention, because this matters.
A sitting congresswoman has figured out that Donald Trump has dementia and is getting monthly infusions for it, just like I told y'all. I'm a physical therapist with a doctorate in my field and 14 years experience working in home health care, treating patients with dementia, just like the president. This is a tweet from Congresswoman Sidney Kamlinger-Dove out of California. The Alzheimer's drug Leqembi is administered through an infusion, can cause swelling, bleeding, fluid leakage of the brain, requiring regular MRIs, can cause tiredness. She also includes a picture of Trump's bruised hand. On the videos I've made about his possible drug regimen before, I've mentioned the drug Kisunla. They're extremely similar drugs, except their mechanism of action is slightly different. But they're both meant for early stage symptomatic Alzheimer's disease, and they're both given as an infusion. And they both require regular MRIs to check and see whether there's ARIA, or amyloid-related imaging abnormalities. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I think this guy has about 3 to 5 months left in the land of the living due to his possible dementia and his possible heart failure, chronic kidney disease, and history of probably TIA or stroke. A lot of you have been asking, why would they give an infusion through veins in his hand when that is a place you can see easily in public? It is most likely because the rest of his veins are shit. Because this asshole has been eating shit for years. His ego will literally be the thing that takes him down. Couldn't happen to a better guy. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Makes all the sense why he hasn't been seen these last couple of days, in spite of everything that's happening. Crazy times we're in, y'all. What do y'all think about that?
Your spiritual awakening was just the beginning, and you've been led here to me to this video right now to understand what's next. Neo, Doctor Strange, Paul, they all woke up to the same truth. There's so much more to their reality than they've been led to believe. You woke up, but now it's time for the next level of your training. This life, this reality is composed of 7 layers. They're all stacked on top of each other. People only see 1 or 2. I've been on the spiritual path studying this for over 25 years, and this is what's missing from most spiritual teachings. They tell you to raise your vibration, manifest your dreams, become your higher self. They never tell you where those things actually live or how they're interrelated. They never tell you about the 7 layers of reality or what layer you're operating from. Were you ever taught what frequency your nervous system can actually hold? Well, spiritual content focuses on layer 4 without stabilizing layer 1. That's why nothing works long term and you keep collapsing, going to sleep, waking up. This is where everything changes. This reality we're living in has 7 layers. This is not theory, this is what's happening in practice. These are 7 distinct operating systems that are running simultaneously. Layer 1 consists of the physical body, the physical world, environment, what you can see and touch. This is the game board. This is where we operate day to day. Layer 2 is your emotional body, your nervous system, the antenna that's constantly broadcasting back and forth, receiving. The emotional layer is highly misunderstood, one of the most important things to master. Layer 3 is the mental body, the mental layer, your beliefs, code. Most people are operating on code that was written before they were 7 years old. Layer 4 is the energetic field, the field where intention becomes matter. This is where your energy body exists, where we learn to manipulate energy. Layer 5, one of the most overlooked. This is the archetypal realm. You're constantly acting out an archetype. You are always telling a story about your existence. You might be the hero, the villain, or any number of archetypes. We are all in a play. Layer 6 is the collective field, the network. This is where we are co-creating. We are all interconnected. The collective is responsible for how we experience this reality. And layer 7, source itself, the game master, consciousness, your higher self. All of these layers are active in your life, in your reality right now. In order to master reality, in order to master the game of life, you must understand and master every single layer. And that's what I'm here for. This is episode 12, I believe, in a series that I've been doing, a master class. We're in layer 2, about to go to layer 3. You can binge all of the videos thus far. Make sure you're following so you don't miss out on anything. And there's more information in the caption.
In order to master the game, you have to first master yourself. That was a 1-hour banger. I appreciate you hanging out with your homeboy. This has been another Quantum Cake banger. Make sure that you press the subscribe button. Like, comment, share, and all that other good stuff. Have an amazing, super safe, productive day. Take care of yourself, be yourself, and know yourself. Until then, this is Quantum Cake signing out, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.